Nation for the event. I'm going to go over some of the results, some of the answers that people gave. But, yeah, I wanted to just kind of clarify and let everybody know, this, when we say 50 Shades of Black, when we say what we're the purpose of this program, is to promote black love and communication, and you touched on a couple things, like, we're talking about black love. We're not talking about, that other stuff. We ain't talking about homosexuality, and accepting that, that's not defined in this program as black love. So just to make that known. So not to step on any toes, but that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right, matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do, first of all. I'm going to go into the this poll I did, right? Let's hear what I did actually miss that. Sorry, because I told you how it is out here, but yeah, what did the poll say exactly? All right, so I just asked a basic question. What are some of the most important elements in a relationship, in your opinion? And these are some of the answers, and then maybe we can go in on that a little bit. Trust was one answer. Communication, honesty, communication again, and wisdom, power, enlightenment, mutual respect, empathy, shared goals, great sex, creativity with the couple, desire to make your significant other happy, positive attitude, confidence. I was looking at some of these comments in the chat room, such as we need to learn how to do conflict resolution with ourselves. When you're dating someone, you're dating the person they want to be and their past, because they carry over insecurities that makes an impact in them subconsciously to their mind. Let's go back to this one. When you lay down with someone, no matter what the rules you explain beforehand, someone's getting up with emotions. People think they could detach, but it's too impossible. So these are like some of the things that people are saying as they're listening.
Okay, yeah, and it does have, and that's the thing. Relationships are very tricky because it's a fine line, and it's really about balance. So you learn as you go, really. And the few elders you may see that have been married 50 years, 25 years, or whatever, 60 years, I'm sure, and that's why I love talking to my elders, especially ones that are still together or may have, if their partner, passed on, just to ask them, hey, how'd you do it? And pretty much communication is key, forgiveness, because your partner may not always, like I said, you grew up different, experiences. They may not have always, made you so happy. So it's just really patience and love, of course. Love is the key, the foundation. And, yeah, that respect, honesty, all that that has been brought to the discussion. So we just have to really be gentle with ourselves and be gentle with each other. Set boundaries. Boundaries are very important. And I also have a YouTube, Supernormal Goddess, from Makeda Samuel Sweeting, Words of Wiz, and I did something on emotional abuse. And emotional abuse is, we know about the physical and verbal abuse, but emotional abuse is a very detrimental form of abuse, and you may be an emotional abuser or being emotionally abused, and you may not even know it. And we see it in society. It can happen to your parent to children, partner to partner, and basically emotional abuse can happen in so many ways. For instance, your feelings not being valid, the person not acknowledging your feelings, or at least listening to comprehend why you're feeling this way and just dismissing your feelings. People not respecting your boundaries. So just different things that emotional abuse can create. And I'm an emotional abuse survivor because I've healed myself and know it's not easy, but once you put the work in and the time and the energy, it's worth it. And everything that your heart desire does manifest, as you were saying with the universe, gratitude universe, Mother Earth, all you do, manifest to your heart desires really do come true once you do that work. And, basically anything that comes easy, you should be suspicious of it, because it's like, hey, so you have to do that work. Put that work in. But once you put that work in, you'll be proud of yourself. And like I said, I'm a survivor, so I'm not a victim at all. And I've had it through partnerships, emotional abuse, and I've been emotional abusing myself, and I've been emotionally abused, and even growing up with parents. So you really have to find the problem. The first step is identifying your problem. You got to keep it real. You really have to be honest with yourself and find that problem and heal yourself. Hey, why do I keep whatever reoccurring issue you have? You need to really dig deep. And yes, only of course you can dig deep and know, hey, why do I feel this way? What has the person done to me? But really, what could you have done better? Maybe you should have spoke up when they first did something that offended you instead of allowing them to continue to do it. Not respect your boundaries, for instance.
Well, let's do it like this.
So it's certain things, you have to really look at yourself.
Let's get.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're saying that you can emotionally abuse without knowing. Like, what are some what is emotional abuse? First of all, what are some things that people could identify as emotional abuse?
Well, we can see in a society today, for instance, when our black women, children, and men are being killed in the street, and we say you killing us, and they say what's the fuss?
Killing us. Then ask, what's the fuss?
So then you come and we say Black Lives Matter. We try to bring awareness to issue for our people to be aware, for the world to be aware, etc. And they say all lives matter. Belittling, condescending attitudes, not respecting boundaries, not acknowledging feelings. And then when you speak up for yourself, they try to make you feel bad, like you're the problem. Those are forms of emotional abuse. And you can even see that with parents, maybe a mother to a child. Maybe it might be a mother and a son. He has a wife, or he's searching to be, create a family with a goddess, and, she knows that he has a fiance, or he's trying to build something with this goddess, and the mother does little manipulative things. Manipulation is also a form of emotional abuse. And, he abandons his goddess to run to his mother, but the mother really is just crying wolf because she wants attention, and she always still thinking this grown God is her little boy, and he's a grown man. He's not your husband. You live your life. Now he's a man, and he needs to move on with this goddess and create anew. So belittling, condescending, manipulation, not respecting boundaries, it's really all through society. And that's what I was saying. In the beginning, we've been desensitized to a lot of things. Desensitized, and these wrong things are pretty much acceptable. Especially as melanated people, that's why we have this discussion now, and we're having issues with ourselves, and then we get into relationships and having issues with others, and it's just creating a cycle of hurt and pain because we are not healed. So from this conversation, and that's the thing with emotional abuse, if you're not aware of it or any problem, you can't really heal yourself. You first have to be aware. And emotional abuse, we know about the physical, you hit me, whatever, physical, beat me, whatever the case may be. We know about the verbal, name calling. But the emotional abuse, I feel we really are doing to each other, to ourselves, and we're not aware of it. And that's what's really bringing us down as individuals and as a community a whole.